Hey everybody, welcome to Obscurities and Miniatures. It is Christmas. Merry Christmas to those of you celebrating today. And to those of you who are not, hopefully you are having a fantastic holiday and day off as well. Hopefully everybody got what they wanted under their trees. Hopefully everybody is enjoying their presents or the presents that they gave. And hopefully, like I have, you've been keeping those paintbrushes busy. So I've been off this past week, and I decided I would start working on some of the larger models that have been plaguing my table. And, well, our first model today isn't very large, but he has been sitting around, and I've been trying to figure out what to do with him, and I think I at least got him relatively decently done up. And this was, I don't even know if he was originally an elf, or if he was like part of the Celtic line from Raging Heroes, but that's where he came from. And he does have a very elf-like look. I did not do the best job painting him. It was quite hard getting a brush in all of the various little nooks and crannies. He's got a lot of stuff going on with him. But we did try our best. I know it's super zoomed in at like 3 times magnification, so you can see every little blotchy inconsistency that I've done, and I don't care. He's painted, and from a distance, he looks pretty decent. Next up is another model that isn't very large, and I wasn't 100%... Oh, I forgot to do the buttons on him. This was one of the saboteurs from a recent release from That Evil One, and I have been working on Daka Store's Skyla Legion, who are very much a Hydra-themed set of warriors of the far future in a very grim setting. Kind of like a legion of alphas, if you catch my drift. So anyway, I thought he'd be kind of fun to paint up in a similar vein. Just interesting models. That Evil One has all sorts of interesting stuff as it is, so it's time we try to get more of that done. Not that there's ever enough time to get these things finished. Oh gosh, what was this guy called? I know he's from the Night Stalkers from Mantic. Was he a Flesh Ripper? I don't even know. This was like a character model. I want to say it was from the last of their Dungeon Saga Kickstarter campaigns. I think that's where he originated from. This is a character model. It is PVC. He did have the plugs to actually attach to a base, a, board game style base, but clip those off, put them on a round. Yeah, he should be on a square, but I don't care. He's going on a round one, and one of you crazy people gave me the idea as I drop him. Thankfully, he is that board game plastic, so it's not going to matter, to paint him up in very Zinchian colors, and that's what I attempted to do. So thank you to the wild and thoughtful soul that planted that seed in my head. I had to go through with it. I wasn't sure what to do with all the stuff coming off him on the back, so that's why it's just got that kind of weird green, and I figure with all the growths all over him, we'll throw that on there too. Again, I know they're not the greatest paint jobs, but that's okay. I don't care. They are serviceable, and that's half the fun of having this channel. I have no qualms throwing this stuff up on the internet every week almost, letting you guys see it. If I can do it, you can too. There's nothing stopping any of us. We've got a new year coming up. Why not make that plan now that you're going to get more of this stuff painted, right? So, we started, as I said, I was trying to get rid of some of the, not trying to get rid of, but trying to clear out some of the larger models that I've had laying around that need to get painted. And first up is this giant Mandragora from the Dragon Trappers Lodge. In fact, all these things ended up being from the Dragon Trappers Lodge just because I really enjoy their stuff, and I never get around to painting it all. And you could see just the absolute cojones that this Mandragora has as he struts across the tabletop. It is a root with a purpose. It's just a fun model. There were quite a few little ones, and trying to find the right color was fun. I don't know if all of the shading is going to come through. I did try to hit all those little crevices on it. I was thinking of a giant daikon. It is almost the end of the year. We end up eating a lot of daikon at the end of the year and putting it in various dishes, and especially soups. I don't know if any of you guys do that. We do. Lots of tonjiru. Already gets me thinking and looking forward to that, because it's coming. Next up is this model from quite some time ago. I want to say this was when Dragon Trappers Lodge was still doing the monthly RPG style releases, and I believe it was a Cactus Mimic. I don't know 100% if that was the correct name for it. But getting that right color for a cactus was not easy, and the more I looked at it while I was painting it, the more I kept thinking of a pickle. And it can't really be helped, because, I mean, look at the lines on this thing. I was really tempted to paint those fresh bulbs popping off as little flowers like on the tail, but I didn't. Trying to get the interior of the mouth was an absolute hassle. As you can see, he's got teeth going everywhere, but I did manage to get a paintbrush in there. Ruined it in the process, but I have a lot of garbage, crummy brushes for just that reason. In fact, I just have a lot of garbage, crummy brushes in general, it seems. And that's what's funny, is painting these things with those tiny garbage brushes becomes a real, true challenge. But they got done. And there's a few other big ones coming. But I'm going to get ahead of myself a little bit, and I'm going to actually hold those off until the new year, because, well, today being Christmas, next week being New Year's, we'll have a best of 2023 next Monday. If you guys are curious about what my favorite models were, with the rules being that I had to have actually painted it, and it had to have come out in 2023. So there'll be some interesting stuff. I can guarantee that. But the last model that we got done this week, I want to say he was called the Smashasaurus, if I'm remembering correctly. And again, another big Dragon Trappers Lodge model. Would make a great kaiju. I absolutely love this green. This was one of the new game colors from Vallejo. And it's like I don't know if it was like, I think it might have been called Jade Green, but I don't have anything like that in my collection of assorted paints. It's super, super bright and vibrant, and it really, really pops. Unfortunately, the details on this guy got kind of lost, because when I went to seal him, it had been a while since I last sealed anything with that particular bottle, and it just kind of bleh all over him, and that wasn't really cool, but he's done. Hopefully we'll have some of the other large dinosaurs from Dragon Trappers Lodge finished as well. So I'm happy with my Christmas haul of painted stuff. If you want to see what I actually got in terms of gifts, well, I'm sure you'll see them coming in January, because, well, you know me, they're going to end up on this channel. And like I said before, hopefully all of you enjoyed your holidays. Merry Christmas, and I am going to go enjoy spending some time with my family. So with that said then, this has been High Lord Tamberlane with Obscurities and Miniatures, saying thanks for watching, and we'll see you back here soon. Merry Christmas again. Bye-bye.